Today I'm hiking in the Mark Twain National Forest, but more specifically, I'm hiking in a wilderness area known as the Paddy Creek Wilderness. I am not sure what to expect other than some wilderness of Missouri. I think the loop that I'll be doing today will be somewhere close to 10 miles. And yeah, I don't know what I'll be seeing, but it is a beautiful, beautiful spring day. It's about 50 degrees. The trees are starting to bud just a little bit, but they're obviously not leafed out yet. So it'll pretty much be full sun exposure for most of the day, I expect. But because the leaves won't be there, I also expect to see some views, some distant views that I wouldn't be able to see if all the leaves were on. So here we are, Mark Twain National Forest in the Paddy Creek Wilderness. This trail is a big loop trail. It's called the Big Piney Trail. And at least a section of it's what I'm walking today. So there's two loops. And I'm taking basically a leg just across the middle of what would be, I think, closer to a 17-mile loop. Take the whole trail. My walk today will just be about 10 miles. But I started at the Roby Lake Trailhead, which is on the west side. It's on the west side of the wilderness area. And when I came to the split to start the loop, I took the south route. And I don't know why I picked that way, but I did. And so far has been very pretty. And as open as this woods is, even behind me you can see, especially for all those hammock campers, there is no shortage of nice spots to camp around here. So I'm gonna go, it's been 2 hours walking. I'm gonna continue to go what I originally planned and do that short leg of this shorter loop and head back to my truck. Just because of my schedule today. This trail is actually quite easy, flat. It's a little squishy right now because it's springtime and there's some mud, but it's a very sandy mud. It's not like mud that I'm familiar with in Indiana. Very sandy, very rocky, and you can pretty much just walk right on through it. But it's very easy to walk so far. Now I've got the second half. I don't know what it'll be like, but yeah, so far a very nice trail. I'm gonna go back here and check out this chimney. You know, somebody at one time had a nice little place where they homesteaded and did their best to survive. You want to see something scary when you're not expecting it? Check this out. I saw this up here and it looks like a well with a man with a lid on it. So like a nib nose. I came up to it to open it up to see what was inside. Ah, somebody knew I was coming. That's funny. Whew. It wasn't like I jumped and screamed, but that was not what I was expecting to be underneath that lid. That's pretty funny. As far as when I went online and was looking at this trail, there were a lot more rock features, a lot more outcroppings and not views per se, but I'm not disappointed but I was expecting more of those rock features like I saw online. And I think probably, like if you get down in these little, if you go off trail and you go down in these low spots, you'd start seeing some more interesting things being down where the water has cut. But other than the first few miles there, when I saw that scenic overlook of the river, it's been a nice woodland walk. It's probably a little long for most people. Most people are not going to want to do 10 miles. But I wouldn't do this in the summertime for sure. No way. I think this whole place is going to dry up. And you know what? I was just talking about there not being any rocks or anything, and look what I just walked up on. So this is actually more, that's funny. This is actually more of what I was expecting. So I guess walk till you see if you don't want to walk the whole 10 miles, walk till you see the overlook, go back to the beginning, and then walk in this far and see some neat stuff. Hopefully there'll be more of this. I'm almost back to the trailhead, and the walk was closer to, well, it was over 11 miles, like 11.2 or something like that on my app. And I had a trail time of 4 hours and about 50 minutes. I'd say the best time to hike this would be before it gets too hot this summer, and when the leaves are on, so it's shaded. So you have a nice woods forest walk, and then be in the shade. But I do recommend bringing plenty of water, because I don't think those water sources are going to stick around. So thanks for joining me on this hike, and I'll see you on the next one.